Hey everyone! So today I have a video for you all on depotting your MAC eyeshadows. Now I'm actually doing this in preparation for my collection video, which was actually requested a lot, and I had a few spare eyeshadows laying around. This is the method that doesn't use heat. I like to use this one because it doesn't affect the shadow, because I think that when you heat a shadow using like a straightener or a candle or something, it will actually affect the way your eyeshadow applies. So what I'm going to be using is, first of all, alcohol. This one is, I think, 97% ethanol or something like that. Then I have, obviously, your MAC eyeshadow. Then I have the box that has the sticky label on the top still, just to stick on the bottom. Then I've got these adhesive magnets. So this one you can get at a craft store. They come already in a strip, but you will need scissors in order to cut these down into a circle to fit on the bottom of the pan. Also, I have a set of side cutters. These just are to cut the plastic, so to really get to expose the pan. So there's that one. Then I have a pair of nail scissors. Now you can use any sharp thin implement. You can use a knife, or these scissors I found have worked for me. They were old, and so I decided to use them, and they're great for getting in between the pan and the packaging, like this little bit here, to lift up the pan out of the packaging. So yeah, that's all of the things that I use. So yeah, keep watching for the tutorial. Okay, so first of all we're going to take our eyeshadow out of the box, and I'm going to keep the box for this little sticker here. So I'm just going to put that aside. What I'm going to do is, with a MAC eyeshadow, underneath here is actually a little bit of a lip. So what you want to do is, I'm taking my little nail scissors, my bent ones, with just a really thin edge here, and you want to wiggle that in between the packaging and that part there. So we've got this little bit of a lip here, and what you want to do is just wiggle it around in there until the shadow pops out. There we go. So that just pops out of the case here. Now you can keep the case for the little sticker on the bottom, but I prefer to use the one on the box. So next, we're going to take our side cutters, and we're just going to cut this lip on the front here, being careful not to go anywhere near the pan. And we're going to do that about halfway along the front lip, and just extending that cut there. And then we're going to use the side cutters just to pull that part back, as to expose the side of the pan. And that will just tear away. There we go. And what we're going to do is, we're going to take our scissors again, and we're just going to wet the tip of them with alcohol. And we're just going to get a little bit of a daub of alcohol on there, and kind of just place it so it's going to run in between the pan and the packaging. So in between there. And we're going to do that a couple of times just so we can start to dissolve the glue. Okay, then we're just going to get back our thin edge, so I'm just using the one blade there. And we're just going to wiggle that and see if the glue has started to dissolve yet. If it has, you'll be able to hear it, because it'll sound like it's sticky underneath. And this has started to dissolve, so that just lifts away from the packaging without causing any problems. Then I'm going to take just a cotton pad with some alcohol on it. I'm going to remove a bit of the excess glue. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my little adhesive magnet rectangles. I'm just going to cut it in half. Then I'm just going to cut it into a sort of circle shape. It doesn't have to be neat because nobody sees it. Even the ones on the Mac Pro pens aren't always neat. And it doesn't matter either way because it's going to stick into the palette the same. Then we're going to peel off the adhesive backing, and we're just going to stick that on the bottom. Now, if you've got magnets that aren't adhesive, the trick to it is you don't have to remove the glue. You can use the glue that was already on the bottom to stick in the magnet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a little bit of alcohol just on top of the sticker on the Mac box. Just so it gets under the edges there. And then I'm just going to peel it off. Okay, so I've just taken the sticker off the box, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to apply a little bit of glue just to the center there, spread it around, and just stick it on the bottom. And we're done. So you can just pop that into its space in the palette. There we go. And we're done. So they'll actually stay in the palette now. The magnets will hold them just as well as the regular Mac Pro pens. Pretty much, I prefer to use this method just because it doesn't heat the eyeshadow, and I think that when you heat an eyeshadow, it actually affects the way it applies, and it actually makes the eyeshadow a bit harder because it ends up evaporating away those binders. So, yeah, that's the method I use, and I hope this was useful for you all. I'm just doing this in preparation for another video that I'll be doing. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all later. Bye.